I'm back! Oh my god, it's Alice LPS. Do I roll the intro? Dun, 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 dun. But yeah, I'm here. Hi. Here's why I've been missing for 2 years. But also, if you've been keeping up to date with me on my other social platforms, you know I haven't been missing. So links below to my new YouTube channel and my other socials like TikTok and Instagram. But anyway, we're not talking about those today. We're talking about where have I been? So why I left. Let's go back to the beginning. I've actually had like script notes written on my iPad since last year. But let's start from the beginning. I started my channel in 2013. I was absorbed into the My Little Pony and the LPS fandom online. I just thought it was so cool. Like, I wasn't too keen on being in front of a camera, but I liked being behind the camera. But I also liked voice acting and creating and crafting, and this whole community seemed like it was just made for me. Although my first few videos were a little bit rough, but I had fun. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. I had one video blow up and I was invited to YouTube headquarters in London where there was this big conference, and after that moment I realised, wow, this is more than just like playing little silly toys with a camera. Like, this could be something big for me. Like, that was gonna be a long-term goal for me. I didn't expect it to just kind of happen overnight. So I quit my job working minimum wage at a children's play centre to do YouTube full-time. It was a risky move, but it was the best step I've ever done. Best decision ever. Genuinely. And then later down the line, I hit my peak on YouTube, and I think that was between like 100 to 200k. I was so passionate about it, I was so inspired, and all of my viewers were really enjoying anything I was uploading. It felt great to finally feel like I was doing something right. Like, I think that was like the first time I felt like something had clicked for me, like I'm good at something. At this point, I was on my peak YouTube grind. I was making 2 videos a week, and one of them always being a series episode. That's a lot of scripting. That's a lot of filming and voice acting and editing and sound effects. That's a lot of work. And then on top of that, I had my gaming channel, which was taking off, and I was doing a lot of Animal Jam content, and I was posting like 1, 2, maybe 3 times a week over there. I do miss the Animal Jam arc, the Animal Jam era. Who was in with the Jambassador lore? I was. But yeah, that was my dream job, and then I was out here living it. It didn't feel real. I was fortunate enough to self-fund trips to Tokyo, and that was such another dream of mine. I love traveling, and I got to film all of the different like toy things over there to show you guys. I was working with Hasbro and Mattel, and I was getting invited as a guest to conventions like the UK PonyCon multiple times. It was really incredible. So if it was so good, why did I quit? I was creating non-stop content for about 7 years. That's a lot. I didn't give myself weeks off, days off. I was constantly at my computer indulging in this reality. Whenever I wasn't working, I felt like I was wasting time or being unproductive, or like I was letting people down. People think working as a YouTuber is just filming a silly video in front of their camera and then clicking upload and watching the views pour in and all this money. You have to come up with an idea first, and would that work as a thumbnail? Would people click on it? No, scrap it. Next. I just script the majority of my content, so any like skit videos or like series videos, so then you have this script, have to voice act it, have to think of all these characters and give them different voices and make them a dude bro, and I can do Kiara's voice really good right now because I'm recovering from COVID. Then you have to find time to film these videos, preferably during the daylight. And then to bring these stories to life, you have to overlay music. And of course you can't just pick your favorite, like, My Little Pony song, you know? It has to be copyright free, so you have to make your own personal copyright library. And then once you've done all that, you've exported the video and hopefully not had any errors along the way. You upload it, but then you have to share it on all of your multiple other social media platforms, and all of those platforms you also have to keep active with photography and behind the scenes and stories, because otherwise no one's gonna follow it, or they're gonna unfollow it if you're inactive. It's a lot to do for a little teenage girls, you know? And then it's reading and replying to comments. Some of them which I probably didn't want to read, but the majority of them was quite nice. And then once you've done all that, the cycle continues every day. And on top of that, you need to keep in the loop and you need to keep watching content online to know what's trending and what you can make an LPS version of. Like, oh my god, LPS at 3 AM, oh my god, LPS slime. Like, you have to know what's trending. You have to keep watching YouTube. You can't stop watching YouTube as a YouTuber. I didn't want to open YouTube. I don't want to watch YouTube videos. And you can do all that, and it could be a 50-50 chance of your video even hitting the algorithm, even hitting the subscription box. It felt like you're pouring your heart and soul into everything you create just for maybe the platform to be like, we don't want to push this one out for no reason at all. Like, oh well, someone else has uploaded a more popular video, so we'll favour that today. Leading to the next chapter, Burnout. You guys are probably familiar with that term. But at the time, I was not. I didn't know I was going through severe burnout until I had hit my breaking point. I was stressed and I was upset and I was procrastinating video deadlines that I'd set myself. Like, I uploaded at least every Saturday. I did a Wednesday and a Saturday upload. I slowly stopped doing the Wednesday because I physically couldn't. And then the Saturday, I was thinking of a video up until the Friday and was like, I haven't filmed anything, I haven't scheduled anything, oh no, oh no. And then all of those new COPA rules came out that completely wiped LPS Tube as a whole. And it only took me a whole pandemic to realise that isolating yourself and boxing yourself away to constantly create isn't healthy. I know it sounds obvious, but like, hear me out. Like, watching other people on lockdown, physically seeing them isolate themselves made me realise that what I was doing wasn't healthy. Like, people were locked in their houses for like a week and they were already like, mental health is low, I feel so uninspired about everything, and I was just like, oh, I thought this was normal. I thought that was how everyone felt. It's not how everyone feels, Alice, please, it's not normal. Decided not to upload one weekend. Just to have a day off, have a week off. And then that day turned into the next, and the next, and the next, until I realised I don't want to do this anymore. I turned something that brought me so much joy and a hobby that I was extremely passionate about to something that I physically didn't want to look at anymore, because just looking at these like little plastic toys filled me with so much guilt. I had all of my collection in these glass cabinets, right? So I couldn't even look at them without feeling guilty or like I've been a failure of not creating something unique every week. So I decided to box them all up and hide them away, and anything related to videos that wasn't just like my famous 5 collection, I sold all of my like Sylvanian family furniture that I used for videos. I destroyed all of my sets. Like, I held on to like the Murder Mansion set that I had built, like out of paper mashing and stuff all those years. And I just binned it. I didn't want to look at it. I didn't want to look at anything. So yeah. And I even put away my YouTuber plaque, which I was incredibly proud of in the day. I hung that in vision of every video I could, and I just put it away. I hid it away. Didn't want to look at it. So I quit YouTube altogether. I logged out of Alice LPS on all of my devices, so out of sight, out of mind, simply pretending it never happened. I decided to get a little retail job in the meantime. Wasn't very fulfilling, but at least it was something. But in the meantime, while I was at that retail job in 2019, someone I was working with on shift convinced me that maybe I should go to university and you'll find your passion for something else. And I was like, sure. The same mentality of like, throw stuff at the wall and hope something sticks, right? I do regret university, but I haven't dropped out. I'm in my 3rd year. I've only got 6 months left and I will graduate. It's not fun. It's not for everyone. And I have not learned a single thing at university in these almost 3 years I have been studying film. Not a single thing. I've learned everything just from YouTube. So if you're interested in uni and you're not built for an education system, just do an apprenticeship or something else. I don't know. There's so many ways to be in the creative field that isn't going through university. And doing university means I have moved out. Moved house twice now. I've got this nice attic room. You can't really see it in this video, but maybe I'll do a room tour if you guys want. But yeah, I love it here. I'm in Brighton, and being here in such a creative hub of the UK, and just like taking a step away from LPS, I feel ready, I feel inspired again. So obviously LPS and MLP was one of my big special interests at the time. I woke up one day and I was like, no. But before LPS, my special interest was cosplaying. So I decided to have a look back at that. I had quite a few costumes that I just kept like in the attic. So I decided to download TikTok and join all of the cosplayers over there. And I've made so many new friends and in a relationship with people that are in the cosplay community. They're all so lovely and wholesome, and I'm so glad I went back to that. And I even made a whole new YouTube channel all about cosplay and vlogs of going to conventions and things like that if you're interested. I'll have a link down below, you know. And I'm still going to be doing that because I'm really passionate about cosplay and it's something I really enjoy doing. I love making costumes and doing tutorials and just filming silly videos with my friends, you know. Cosplay is always going to remain my main inspiration, I think, at the moment. But I think I'm ready to start filming little silly videos again. And it's also perfect timing because LPS are back. I think seeing people post about LPS being on shelves and stuff has really like filled that nostalgia hole in my heart. And I'm like, I want to go to the toy shop and I want to buy an LPS blind bag and I want to open it on camera and I will do the silliest editing and talk about sad onions all day long, you know. I might not be ready to be doing little skits and voiceovers and acting in scripts again, but I am ready to come back and do things a little bit differently, but have that passion and personality and drive to create. I don't want to be like a robot feeling like I have to film the next episode of Mermaid Memories. Just finishing Mermaid Memories was a task in itself. Like it feels strange sitting in front of a camera again, but now I've done it, I feel like there's a weight lifted off my shoulders. Like I would feel weird just coming back to YouTube being like, here's an unboxing video, because then people feel like, where have you been? It's been 2 years. I need an explanation. I won't be posting twice a week. I probably won't even be posting once a week. I need to focus on my studies and graduate with a good grade. But I will be uploading when I have a good idea that I'm passionate about, and I will put my whole effort into making an amazing video instead of just like putting out videos because it's a Saturday, because it's a Wednesday, you know. What is the future of this channel? Well, I might be back, but things aren't going to be running exactly the same as how they were because that's what led me to leave in the first place. So I want to kind of branch out a little bit. Obviously I want to do LPS and all of the new LPS that are coming out. I want to take a look at G5 MLP, what has changed. I want to look at more of the Monster High things from Mattel, and Miraculous Ladybug. I love Miraculous. I just want to look at like more cartoon things. Maybe like intertwine some of my cosplay with toy unboxings and stuff. Yeah, I want to do toy hunts again. I love going to a toy shop. I know I'm like old, but like I want to go to Toys R Us. I want to go to Smith. I want to buy something, even though I don't have money. I also want to collaborate more. I think that was one of my favourite things about filming in the LPS community was the collaboration side of things. But obviously I know a lot of people have left, but if there are any LPS tubers that want to do stuff together, just DM me. I'm not scary. I'm here. And if you're a UK person and you go to conventions and you didn't know I cosplayed, I cosplay. And if you want to say hi, I'm not scary either. You can say hi. I don't really know how to end this video with you should probably buy my LPS collection back. I sold a lot of things. I'm glad I kept my Famous 5 and my My Little Pony collection, otherwise that would be really sad. But yeah, that is me. I'm back. And I'm not gonna burn myself out this time. And I'm very excited to see what the future of the Littlest Pet Shop community is. Yippee! Alright, that's me done. Go subscribe to my new channel. Okay, bye.